For Scott Russell and Daniel Teal, I'm Jonathan Green. Join us next time out.
The CBS Sports family of networks, the highest standard in sports television, including the CBS Sports Network, Showtime Sports, CBSSports.com, and the CBS Sports Radio Network. The best in sports online, on radio, and on the air. CBS Sports. Expect it here.
Until yesterday, only two men have divided the spoils of the AMA Pro GoPro Sport Bike here at Road America since 2010. Martin Cardenas and Josh Herron have dominated the top step of the podium with 3 victories each. Could that have been a precursor? Look at what happened at the Superbike season opener at Daytona. The two former sport bike standouts took turns steezing the checkers. Herron, Cardenas, once more demonstrating how important it is to do well in the sport bike class. Just 24 hours ago, young number 6 Cameron Beaubier took a page out of the Cardenas-Herron novella and stormed to his 9th sport bike victory. Could this win prove to be his first step towards the big leagues? Everyone, and welcome to day 2 of Road America hosting of the Geico Motorcycle AMA Road Racing event. Today we start our 2 hours on the CBS Sports Network with Round 2, Race 2 of the 2013 GoPro Daytona Sport Bike Championship Series. The series that will lead the best of these young riders to the major league of AMA road racing, Superbike. It's cold and blustery here at Road America today. Hi, I'm Jonathan Green. With Scott Russell and Daniel Teal, we'll be bringing you all the action of that 180-mile-an-hour sprint challenge. Now, as we saw, the winner yesterday, that may be one thing, but there was a lot more to it than just the checkered flag. Cameron Beaubier took the lead as expected, but the battle behind was the one that was hotting up. On the Honda number 5, Dane Westby, going past the Yamaha of Garrop, and they did it again just moments later as these two went at it. Dane passing Garrop again into turn 1. But out front, it was plain sailing. And 2 for 2 for Cameron Beaubier, the California kid, doing it in style for Yamaha. The champagne tasting very sweet for this youngster and looking ominous for the rest of the field. And in terms of the results, well, it was a straight sweep for Yamaha. Beaubier out front, Garnier chasing him down for 2nd, JD Beach in 3rd, Jake Lewis in 4th, and Garrett Gerloff in 5th position. Let's head down now to the grid for the latest with Scott Russell.
Jonathan, the real question down here on pit road, is there anybody that has an answer for the number 6? Dane, I have to ask you about Daytona. Mentally, are you over that by now?
It took me a little while to catch up. I think this race can be our savior. It's been a long time. Had to catch up in qualifying. Had to catch up some actual race time. Yesterday's race, I think, was that time, and I think we're ready now.
Well, I got to ask you, do you have anything for that number 6 out here today?
This Geico Honda has got everything for those Yamahas today, and I'm not going to let that orange get away from us.
Okay, let's go over to Danielle with another rider trying to find an answer for the number 6.
That's right, number 85 of Jake Lewis back here on the 2nd row. Disappointed with his results from yesterday's race. But Jake, do you have something for the number 6 today?
Yeah, you know, we made some changes overnight to the bike, and this morning in the warm-up I was pretty quick, and you know, the team's been working really hard all week, and my confidence is growing weekend by every weekend, every session. You know, I just got to get a good start, clean start, and put my head down, and hopefully we can run up there with Cameron and Jake because they're going really quick. But you know, I was a little bit frustrated with being off the podium yesterday, so hopefully I can get up there and battle with them guys.
Just looking for a good start for the number 85 to contend with the number 6.
And that's exactly what they'll need. In terms of the points, Beaubier out front, 21 points ahead of Jake Garnier. Garrett Gerloff in 3rd position, 23 points behind. JD Beach 4th, Bobby Fong in 5th. A little further down, Rispoli in 36 points now behind in 6th. Ben Young Elena Myers, Jake Lewis, and Barrett Long in 10th position. Well, cold and cloudy conditions here for the Daytona Sport Bike race, but it's coming up. Race 2 from Road America, and it's all about catching Cameron. Join us in a moment.
I don't think there's any question why we race the Yamaha R1, but there's also no question why our team uses Yamaha generators. Yamaha's attention to detail, reliability, and durability throughout a racing season are hugely important. Bringing home 3 championships on a Yamaha R1, we couldn't do it without Yamaha generators. Fine-tuned, reliable, and powerful. It's a big part of why we've been successful, Yamaha generators.
It's about that moment you realize it's not a ride, it's a journey. And so it begins. Your journey starts with Shorai. Shorai, the world's lightest, strongest power sports battery.
Yes, all points explode when the story was told. I dream about the cheddar, ice chiseled and gold.
Good health starts with a healthy heart. Mega Red Omega 3, powered with 100% pure krill oil. The heart health benefits are enormous. The soft gel, thankfully, is not. And unlike fish oil, there's no fishy smell or aftertaste. Now, get all the power of Mega Red Omega 3 krill oil, plus the vitamins and minerals you want every day, in the new Mega Red Omega 3 multivitamin. A new way to support heart health and daily wellness.
The summer is about the swing. The PBA bowlers are rolling into town, and only one can be crowned the king of swing. The Geico PBA Summer Swing premieres June 11th at 7 on CBS Sports Network. AMA Sport Bike on CBS Sports Network is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on motorcycle insurance. Get a free rate quote today. And by the all-new Bolt from Star Motorcycles.
Welcome back to Road America. We are waiting for Pro Superbike coming up, Race 2. That's still to come. I'm Jonathan Green, along with Scott Russell, bringing you the action from Wisconsin. And the day is set fair. A little chilly, but everybody's out and ready to go for some great racing. Now, of course, AMA has a full range of road racing series, with the last 3 each feeding potential Superbike stars toward that top rung. And when you spend a weekend at any AMA event, it soon becomes clear that there's plenty of young talent eager to get to the top of that ladder. Diana Dahlgren reports.
Sometimes the desire to be the best forces you to make big sacrifices. Number 86, Ben Young, the adventurous 20-year-old from Scotland, left his family and friends 4 years ago to come over here and pursue his dream of becoming a professional motorcycle racer. When you can't find Ben at the track, you can find him just hanging around.
You know, it's always something we did for fun, and you know, there's a local bridge by where we used to live in Scotland, and my dad used to go climbing there, and you know, and his friends, and we thought, hey, we'll just go try it, and it's good fun. And there's a local facility there in an old quarry, and go climbing there, and it's a good fun, and it's certainly a good way to get training. Yeah, I believe it's paid off for sure. You know, we had an awesome finish at Daytona, finished up in 8th, and hopefully going to build from that this weekend and keep on proving for the rest of this year, and you never know where it's going to take us next year.
Adventuresome Ben Young just might be the next Moto champion.
Young and restless. And here we go then. Here's the grid. Beaubier out front, Gagne, Westby, and Beach as before. But who's going to stop him, Scott?
Well, it's hard to say. James Rispoli really wasn't happy with the race he had yesterday. Look for big things from him today.
Lena Meyer's got a good top 10 last time out. There's Ben Young on a Yamaha, so he's got the right bike.
Field is stacked out here. There's no telling. It could be anybody's game out here today.
How much of the conditions going to make a difference, I wonder, at this point?
Well, the biggest thing that's going to make a difference is in the left-hand corners. With the cold tires, there's only a couple of left-hand corners on this 14-turn track.
Yeah, in terms of the corners themselves, yeah, there is a few left-handers, and they've got to get it right.
Well, as we talk about the couple of left-hand corners, the turn 5 area, we saw so much action in that corner already, and when they get down there, the right side of the tires are going to be warm, the left will not, so keep an eye on that section.
Fantastic. Road America circuit, one of the best in the States, and here are the youngsters to take it on. Race 2 from Road America. Away they go! And a good start from the 32. Gagne away well, but now showing the 95 coming through. JD Beach getting a good start as well as they head down to that first turn, the right-hander turn 1.
Well, right now, Jonathan, JD Beach has got the right idea. He's led it into turn 1. The key here in this race is to keep the number 6 in check. Don't let him get loose.
That is going to be the key, absolutely, and that's exactly what they've done because he's not right there at the moment. He's in second place as we go through turn 3 and down a long straight under the bridge for the first time.
This is where we're headed, to the problem area that we saw yesterday. Be careful as you get down into turn 5. You can easily get sucked in on a draft, and you got cold tires on the left side, so keep this in mind.
Yeah, this is the crucial corner. Look at them all spreading out. Here comes the man of the moment, but he hasn't got the lead. Gagne holds on, and through goes another rider as they head up to turn 6. So this is a much different race for Cameron Beaubier. We said it at the start. They got to stop him, and they're working on it.
Well, look at Jake Lewis jump up into that second spot. Man, he's a first year in this class. He's looking to make a name for himself out here today at Road America.
Now, that's the tricky part of this circuit. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle there from the leader, but Gagne heading down the hill and into the left-hander. Westby in 3rd, Beach in 4th. Jake Lewis up to 5th place. Rispoli shows well in 6th place on the 43 machine. Gerloff, who we mentioned earlier, in 7th. And Pascarella up to 8th place.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real good barn burner today. Jonathan, right here. This long carousel, longest corner on the track, fast downhill, hard braking zone right here for the chicane. Added to the track several years ago as a very dangerous area of the racetrack. Gagne leads them out of there for the first time around.
I'm looking forward to watching the Suzuki of James Rispoli. Didn't see the best of him yesterday, but look, he's right up there on the yellow and black 43 machine. Dane Westby just behind him.
Well, the key in this race is to not hunt in packs. We talked about that in the pre-race we did, and this is it. You know, you want to get out clean. You don't want to get in a battle with a bunch of guys trying to outbreak each other, and that's what we saw yesterday with James. That was his problem, he felt. Now he's got a real shot, a legit shot to actually win here today.
What's Beaubier got to do now? Because this is going to be the first time he hasn't led this year.
That's right. Well, he's a cool, calm character, so he's going to just play it cool.
He's already up to 2nd.
Well, when it's time, he'll strike. Right now, the key is what will Gagne do? How will he counter that attack? And the attack looks like it's coming right away here.
I'm going to say, he's not holding back. The Yamaha got good speed up the hill, across the strip and down towards that first line. He goes slightly offline under the dust there, but here he comes. No, can't quite do it. And here's Rispoli, up to 3rd. Oh, sideways. Oh, we got to see his sponsors then.
I'll tell you what, he passed Jake Lewis in there, but he ran wide, and now JD Beach is going to jump on him as well. Can he hold JD Beach off? He does. Now they make their way again for the 2nd time down this long Andretti straightaway. There will be action in 5 down here.
And the beauty of the racing between these guys, they all know each other so many times, and they know each other's game, and so they love racing close quarters.
You got to think they do. I mean, they got to trust each other, and I'll tell you, at a track like this, trust is a big deal. Here we go. We have another look at the 43 as he pulls out on the inside. The bike gets sideways as he back shifts, flicks it to the right, runs it just a little bit wide. Lewis says, I want that spot right back.
You got to trust that your front wheel's going to hold on at that point. Now getting under pressure, Beaubier starting to react on that Yamaha. In 2nd place at the moment, but looking for a way past the leader, Jake Gagne. And Gagne would get a lot of confidence if he could do something here and win this race, but it's a long way to go. 13 laps in all on this long Road America circuit. But he's doing a good job so far on the Red Bull sponsored bike.
He really is, and the best thing for him was the race yesterday, and to see that I could stay with Cameron Beaubier. I made a few mistakes. That allowed him to get a break. Now, if I clean up my act today, I got a real legit shot of beating the number 6. Bobier, he doesn't make too many mistakes.
Jake Lewis also in the action, and this is a much more interesting race than we had in the first one because we've got a group here, and really we saw how easy it is to make a mistake at a track like this, and the conditions I do believe are going to make a difference because we heard from the warm-up that everybody felt it was slick. Everybody felt that there were certain places where it was like riding on ice.
And it is. This track in the past has always kind of had that feel to it for me. Here we go. Is this where he's going to take it in Canada corner? He looks down the inside.
He'll end up in Canada if he's not careful.
32 left it really late on the break and just kind of closed the door right there on him.
Now, that was a good idea. Didn't pull it off, but doesn't matter. And he's got plenty of time to make it happen.
And these guys have already made like a 3-second gap between themselves and Dane Westby, who was in the 6th spot the last time by on the line.
Great track with Westby on the grid. So confident that he can improve. Cross the line, they come again. And here comes the Yamaha this time. Around the outside. And Cameron Bobier, the California kid, is trying to surf his way into the lead, which is exactly what he does.
Now this will tell how the race is going to play out from here. How does the 32 react?
Look at the
How does the 85 react here? You got to attack him again right
he's done
now.
That. Oh, slides it into second, but yeah, he's got a bit between his teeth for sure.
Got to keep it clean. 32's got to keep his race clean.
Well, here we were at Canada corner last time out. This was the move he tried to make, and he couldn't quite pull it off.
He's looking. I mean, he finally made his spot on the front straight. And this is what we're talking about now. Bobier looked down the inside the lap before, decided to go the long way around on the outside. That sets him up nicely for turn 1, Jonathan. If you pinch the entrance off, you hurt your exit. So he said, let me get on the outside where I can keep my momentum going. And now Gagne has found a way back by.
Yep, 5-way battle as they head through 7.
Jake Lewis, I think he's doing a great job right here, staying in this pack in the 95 right behind him. JD Beach, the beauty of the 2-race format, he had to go back to the drawing board. He was able to change the gearing on his motorcycle, and it looks like it's paid off.
You know, it's interesting. We talked to some of the youngsters last night, and they were frustrated by the pack racing that they were in because it was slowing them down and basically playing into Bobier's hands. And all of them said that if they are going to play close quarters, they've got to go forward together. It's no good taking stripes off each other. They've got to keep with the front guys.
Well, that's the youth in them all taking over sometimes. They all want to lead that one corner. Down the long Andretti straightaway, you're going to see the 32 here. He lines it up. The draft, the NASCAR draft, as they call it, really works on the motorcycle big time. The 32 uses it to his advantage, gets the inside line down into 5, keeps it nice and tidy, takes the lead.
Yeah, there's some excellent racing going on here and a 5-way battle through the woods of Wisconsin here at Road America. It never disappoints the grand old lady. And
We
I don't
got
think
a
it's going
fight
to
right
here.
here.
Yeah,
we got a serious fight
battle
going on now.
So no change at the front. Bobier leads again. Can he make it 3 in a row? We'll find out very soon.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
If you ride a motorcycle, please be careful. Accidents do happen. We're the motorcycle lawyers at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE. Did you know you have a limited amount of time to collect for your injuries? Even if you have no license or insurance, we can still help you. Call us toll-free at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE. There's no charge until we collect money for you, and we never charge a fee to get your bike fixed or replaced. So if you or someone you know has been injured in a motorcycle accident, call the lawyers at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE right now and get help.
Simple math from Verizon Fios. Since you got Fios, you probably added more internet-connected devices, which can divide your bandwidth, which means you need more internet speed. That's why it's time to upgrade to Fios Quantum. It can multiply your speed 300% and supercharge all your devices. You can upgrade to Fios Quantum for only $10 more a month, which equals a great deal. Living life at quantum speed? That's powerful. Upgrade to Fios Quantum. It's easy. Go to Channel 500 and click to order.
You want to look good, you want to wear the latest fashion, and yet you want to save as much as possible. Northridge Suit Outlet, where you can buy 2 suits, 2 shirts, 2 ties with hankies, 2 belts, and socks for $1.99. Specializing in weddings, proms, and graduations. So why rent when you can buy for less? Northridge Suit Outlet, family owned and operated on Reseda at Devonshire. Northridge Suit Outlet, where you can dress for success for a whole lot less.
David, it's my new album.
Jim Nance, My Greatest Hits.
Seriously? Yeah. First press, 800,000 copies. You don't think that's enough?
Oh, no, I think that'll be plenty.
I can get you a copy.
I believe I'll download it.
That's what all the kids are doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're shooting the music video next week for Hello Friends.
Oh, my goodness, storybook.
How did I come up with that?
The Greenbrier Classic.
2009 was the first year the AMA Pro Daytona Sport Bike Championship, and you couldn't have asked for better racing. A total of 5 different riders won races, and none of them were easy. Case in point, this 2-rider showdown between one of Jake Zemke and 36 Martin Cardenas. It was clear that the two would stop nothing to win the race that day, swapping the lead throughout the contest. In the end, Cardenas made his drafting move on Zemke early, and it paid off. He won his 6th race of the year by a scant 0.1 of a second. Cardenas crossing the line. And there you see it. Nothing between them. And while we were gone, it looks like Nash has gone down in 12th position. He may have the replica Russell helmet, but it hasn't helped today because he's gone down heavily, but he's okay, I'm glad to say. And the Yamaha nowhere to be seen. And of course, ooh, at 5.
That's turn 5. Looks like the back end just came around on him as he pitched it in there. And that he had an incident there yesterday as well. So turn 5 has not been too kind to Huntley Nash.
Tough weekend, celebrating his birthday, but not celebrating race 2 for sure here at Road America. Another look at it, Scott.
Yeah, it's difficult to see exactly how the crash initiated, but my guess is that the back end just came around. I see some smoke coming off the motorcycle a little bit, so it's hard to say. A lot of things could happen out there, but the good thing is Huntley Nash walked away from that accident.
Well, the battle at the front there is still going on between these two, and this is just what I wanted from Jake Gagne. Stepping up, showing Bobier that he's not going to just give him a season.
No, Bobier, I mean, he is not scared. Neither is Jake Gagne, and they're both California boys, one from Southern California, one from Northern California, and they got a battle going on.
Oh, a bit of a buck and a bronc, and he shakes his head in disgust from that one.
Now he's going to have to pump the brake lever because the brake pads will kick out when the bike gets into a big wobble, and he'll go down into turn 5, and hopefully he'll do that.
You know that, but does he?
He knows. He's a smart kid. Now he tries to reel that in a little bit as in turn 5, and he didn't try to do too much, Jonathan. Smart ride right there. He just took a little bit back in 5. Let's take a little bit back in 6. Let's get back to the rear wheel of that number 6.
Well, he's got to oh no! The leader makes his first mistake of the year. That's the first major mistake from Bobier. He goes bucking and rearing here in Wisconsin, and back to the lead goes Gagne.
Well, that plays into what you were talking about. You think the weather is going to have a part in that. And I think the tires right now are not working possibly as well as they did yesterday.
And I think that's just it. They get into the zone and they start thinking that they've got the same grip as they had yesterday, and it's just not there.
But let me tell you, the lap times these top 3 are laying down are some serious fast lap times.
3rd place still, and this battle continues. Lewis still in 3rd position. And obviously 85, Jake Lewis right there. Rispoli in 5th position. Gerloff 6th. Westby in 7th. DeSalvo now up to 8th position. Pasquarella 9th. And Elena Myers in 10th position. Looking for a 3rd top 10. Well, Scott, here's that first bubble. And boy, he had to recover from this, but he lost what? 2 tenths, 3 tenths?
Oh, yeah, he lost a couple of tenths of a second, and he was way out of the corner. It's pretty surprising how the Dunlop kind of let go, but it gathered itself back. Again, in turn 6, the number 6, as he goes to the throttle, applying the power with taking away the lean angle, it steps out, and he was lucky to stay on that one, Jonathan.
Well, he got the full 8 seconds on that one. I think that counts.
He rode it. Rode it to the bell.
Here we go then. Down the front straight again, into that first corner. Neck and neck between these two, and Bobbio again goes slightly wide. Cameron's really got under pressure now. And this is great riding from Jake Gagne as they head into 3. He looks up the inside. He'll save it till 5, really.
He wants to try to get an exit clean out of here. There he goes.
And he does.
The throttle on a little smoother. You still see the bike have a little bit of a bucking effect to it as they come off that corner, and it really loads up the suspension and then unloads.
Here we go. Surely into 5, he's going to make a move. And the same is going on for 3rd as well between the two of them. Jake Lewis under pressure from JD Beach. Here we go. That's nicely done.
These two Red Bull Road Race Factory riders are really laying it down out here today, putting some great laps in and really challenging the number 6 right now for the lead. The 32 takes that spot, leads it through turn 6. This is where Bobier had his little incident last lap.
So, plenty of action on track. Let's see what's going on down in the pits. Danielle?
With the crew chief of number 6, Oliver Hutchinson. Oliver, knowing everybody was going to be gunning for Cameron today, what did you guys give him in terms of advice?
Well, you don't really need to give Cameron much advice. I mean, he knows what he's doing. But he had a little bit of a moment a lap ago, but I'm sure he's forgotten about it now. And obviously he's just got his head down. But Jake's given him a good run for his money, so it's going to go down to the end for sure, and it's exciting, and it's what the fans want to watch as well, so a good battle.
There you have it. Good battle going on between 1st and 2nd.
Boy, this is exciting stuff. And like you said, they've put that behind them. Those little the bucks, when they almost come off the bike, the riders like that, they get over it immediately. They start their lap at the next corner.
Side by side here at Road America. And back goes the number 6 Yamaha into the lead. And how long will that last? Boy, they've been swapping paint here in the race 2 here of the weekend. It's almost like they dialed it in race 1, and suddenly they've come out firing on race 2.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of the 2-race format. You get to go back to the drawing board. If you missed the setup just a little bit, hey, let's change this, let's change that. And now you see the 32, and another little bit of a mistake. He's really running really close to him as they go into the corner, but you see a bobble from Bobier on the way out. So that kind of trades off mistakes, and they've kept them together.
And they're pulling away from 3rd place. Lewis and Beecher are in their own battle. Rispoli still 5th as they cross the line again. Gerloff in 6th place. Westby still 7th.
I tell you, the Yamahas are really showing them the way out here today. They're a really strong contingent in this class.
Also on the move, DeSalvo now up to 8th, and Elena Myers is going with him in 9th position. Down through 3.
Here we go. We're coming into the last corner right here, and you can see Gagne gets right up on the rear wheel of the 6. Hey, back up a year ago, the number 6 had an incident very similar, almost ran into the back of another rider, went down on the last lap, last turn. So they got to be careful and not getting too close to each other as you enter the corner.
Long way to go still yet, Scott. So how would you play it? I mean, would you just stay where you are and stay in 2nd, or go for that lead?
Well, now that we got a little bit of a breather between 3rd place, I think I'd sit back and just kind of watch and learn and let the number 6 pull me around.
Well, time to sit back maybe at 130 miles an hour. Easy for you to say. It's a cracking battle here in Sport Bike. We'll take a short break. We'll be back in a moment.
The 2013 Chevy Silverado 1500 has the best pickup coverage in America. With a new 2-year, 24,000-mile scheduled maintenance program, a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. We've got you covered 8 ways to Sunday. Come to think of it, Sunday too. Right now, Chevy truck owners can trade up to a 2013 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition and get a total value of $92.50. The dependable, reliable Chevy Silverado.
So, being an advertising spokesman, I have to look my best on camera. Whether I'm telling people about how they could save money on car insurance with Geico. Yeah, a little bit more of the lime green, love, yeah? Or let them know they can reach Geico 24/7 using the latest technology.
Go on, slather it all over. Don't hold back, go on.
It's these high-definition televisions, I tell ya. They show every wrinkle.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
If you're looking for the future of American motorcycle racing, you'll find it in the pages of Next Moto Champion magazine. Connect with your favorite riders when you catch up on the latest articles written by the Daytona 200 winner Cameron Beaubier, AMA Pro Superbike rider Roger Hayden, and the 2012 Supersport East Coast champion Jake Lewis. Next Moto Champion covers road racing and flat track with eye-popping designs and in-depth reporting that gets you closer to the action. Get 12 issues delivered to your door for only $9.95 a year. Go to nextmotochampion.com and sign up today.
If you ride a motorcycle, please be careful. Accidents do happen. We're the motorcycle lawyers at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE. Did you know you have a limited amount of time to collect for your injuries? Even if you have no license or insurance, we can still help you. Call us toll-free at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE. There's no charge until we collect money for you, and we never charge a fee to get your bike fixed or replaced. So if you or someone you know has been injured in a motorcycle accident, call the lawyers at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE right now and get help.
I don't think there's any question why we race the Yamaha R1, but there's also no question why our team uses Yamaha generators. Yamaha's attention to detail, reliability, and durability throughout a racing season are hugely important. Bringing home 3 championships on a Yamaha R1, we couldn't do it without Yamaha generators. Fine-tuned, reliable, and powerful. It's a big part of why we've been successful, Yamaha generators.
Welcome back to the Geico AMA Pro Road Racing Series from Road America and Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And of course, part of the Subway Superbike doubleheader. I'm Jonathan Green along with Scott Russell and Danielle Teal in the pits as we bring you all the action from this race as it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, the business end, if you will. And for the first time, a little bit of breathing space for Cameron Beaubier, but not much, Scott.
Not much, but this is where the guy's so good yesterday. And at Daytona, when it's time, as the tire starts to get used up near the end of the race, we're only halfway, though. So right now, Cameron has done a great job. There must have been some kind of a little bit of a mistake from Jake Gagne to fall back right here a little bit. So now he's got it all to do over again. He can't afford to let the 6 get any farther away.
And this is a good battle still going on between Jake Lewis and JD Beach. Lewis on the 85, blue and red machine, doing a good job of holding him off at the moment, and these two have been going at it just as well as the front two have.
Well, they went at it yesterday as well, so these two live in Kentucky. They probably train together. They know each other very well. They look very comfortable racing each other, and it's just great to see. Lewis takes a quick look over his shoulder. Nobody there. The Rispoli is falling off the back of this pack, out there running a lonely 5th spot now.
Well, that was a smart move because he's been leading the 95 throughout most of this race, and so when he overtook, he just wanted to check just what the situation was. That's why he's now come back through 5. Does he hold on? Yes, just.
Nice. Backs it in nicely, but I tell you, they've all done a better job of keeping the bike on the right line in turn 5. We saw a lot of stuff yesterday, a lot of riders making mistakes. They've all cleaned up their act today.
So it's going to be a real battle between the front two and the podium position. They come through the top 2, and now here come the podium position boys looking for it. And as you say, they know each other's game very well indeed.
Big difference in height for these two riders and big difference in riding styles. You can see Jake Lewis really climbing all over that motorcycle, using his body to hang off and offset that lean angle a little bit. You'll see JD Beach, he kind of stays with the bike, head a little bit higher. Nevertheless, both styles are working great.
And that's the 52 in the pits. That's Joey Pescarella. Gorgeous Joe. What's happened there? Looks like he's got problems. Scott Smart from the British Championship helping him out this weekend, pushing him away. And he's got away. I don't know what that was.
That was our Daytona winner from last year.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Joey's a real talented rider, and when they get that Triumph ironed out, these other riders better look out.
So the battles continue here between these top 4, and it really is interesting. This is chess at 130 miles an hour because now it's a case of what's your next move, buddy?
It really is, and you think, you know, it's breakneck speeds is what it is, but inside the helmet, everything's calm and quiet, and it's all in slow motion, believe it or not. And that's how these riders can react and take in what's coming at them at 180 miles an hour when they go to the brakes in the end of turn 1.
Well, we were wondering what was happening to the Triumph of Joey Pescarella. Across the strip, these two go, and he's side by side and on the dirty part of the track. Got to be careful there, losing grip, but he's back into the lead of this battle anyway. Jake Lewis. Yeah, I mentioned Joey Pescarella on the Triumph. And I wonder what happened to him. Well, we can find out.
Let's take a look right here at Pasquarella coming down into turn 5 right here. He just lost the front, Jonathan. As you come into these corners, these riders are doing trail braking, so they're very hard on the front brake.
Explain what that means.
Well,
whoa!
Back to the action in third. Lewis and Beach continue to go at it, but down into 5, all these corners, these riders are carrying the front brake. As they tip in, they're still on the front brake until their knee touches the ground. Now, they're trading off brake points as they lean the bike over. It's called trail braking.
Gotcha.
We all do it in our car as we turn off the interstate. So,
I guess so.
But this is at a much higher level of doing it. And these guys are very good. You got to have a very light touch on that brake lever, and you got to have a lot of feel.
I think that's exactly what you point out. Sometimes you don't realize, look at that. What a move that was. That wasn't expected.
That was a bit of a mistake from the 85. Ran it a little bit wide, so that allowed him to get the drive out and stick it up underneath him as he went into turn 8.
JD making the move. Nicely done.
Here we go. We'll have another pick at it. As you see the 85, as he tips in, he's a little bit quick, runs it a little bit wide out to the white line, pulls it back to the left, and JD Beach had the momentum, carried it right up the inside. Nice, clean pass.
Back with the leaders, and no real change there. They've got away a little bit from this battle for third, but they're in their own battle, and it continues. And this is just not going to get away. He's just not going to lose him, is he, with 5 to go? This is going to go all the way, Scott, in my mind.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, these guys could just be sitting back, like I said, and just wait till the end of the lap. I'm sure glad they're not, because it makes it more exciting for us.
Yeah, they're playing out there on Sunday afternoon in the woods.
Serious racing going on out here today.
Yeah, you're kidding. And behind them, Rispoli still 5th, Gerloff 6th, Westby 7th, DeSalvo now up to 8th, and Elena Minor's gone with him in 9th. Reedman in 10th position. Ben Young, who we heard from earlier, is in 11th position. Then Long, Ryan, and Solis in 14th position. Over the hill they come. Out front,
Gagne's clawed back that distance. He's clawed that back. A couple of laps ago, he got a gap. Cameron got a gap on him, but the 36 found a way.
Well, 4 to go, but who's going to come forth in this titanic battle between Cameron Bobier and Jake Gagne? It's going all the way. We'll see you in a moment.
Where you gonna go when the night gets cold? When the stars are black and the ground is cold. Right on.
Chances are you're not made of money, so don't overpay for boat insurance. Geico. See how much you could save.
If you're looking for the future of American motorcycle racing, you'll find it in the pages of Next Moto Champion magazine. Connect with your favorite riders when you catch up on the latest articles written by the Daytona 200 winner Cameron Bobier, AMA Pro Superbike rider Roger Hayden, and the 2012 Supersport East Coast champion Jake Lewis. Next Moto Champion covers road racing and flat track with eye-popping designs and in-depth reporting that gets you closer to the action. Get 12 issues delivered to your door for only $9.95 a year. Go to nextmotochampion.com and sign up today.
If you ride a motorcycle, please be careful. Accidents do happen. We're the motorcycle lawyers at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE. Did you know you have a limited amount of time to collect for your injuries? Even if you have no license or insurance, we can still help you. Call us toll-free at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE. There's no charge until we collect money for you, and we never charge a fee to get your bike fixed or replaced. So if you or someone you know has been injured in a motorcycle accident, call the lawyers at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE right now and get help.
It's about that moment you realize it's not a ride, it's a journey. And so it begins. Your journey starts with Shorai. Shorai, the world's lightest, strongest power sports battery.
2 years ago at Elkhart Lake, weather conditions made it nearly impossible for sport bike riders to get around the course without a sight caution flag. Chris Perez was the exception. On a miserable day to race a motorcycle, Perez made it look easy on his first AMA Pro Sport Bike win. Back to the action here in 2013. Jonathan Green and Scott Russell, Daniel Till down in the pits, watching the action of Daytona Sport Bike, and what action it is in Race 2. This has been a phenomenal race. This is what we wanted from the youngsters. We've talked about education. We talked about graduation. Wow, they're putting in some term papers.
They really are, and I tell you what, for Gagne, it's about the pride, man. He wants to get out there, and he doesn't want to follow the number 6 around. He wants to show the world that he can outrun the number 6. So I'm not going to sit behind him. I'm going to scrap with him. If he passes me, I'm going to pass him back. And they kept it clean and exciting racing so far.
Well, I'm giving Jake Danier a double A so far, but here we go. Back at you. Oh, they've got to be careful not to touch, though.
These kids aren't scared, are they? They
I'm
right
scared.
There. I mean, that shows the trust in these guys and how confident they really are in what they're doing.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this sort of racing, is that they have both their own confidence, but they have the confidence to race close. And that's, I think, so hard to learn. I've been out on a motorcycle, not at this speed, but, you know, this is a whole different ballgame.
I tell you what, I mean, I've seen these 600s really move around a lot on the brakes in, on the way out. I mean, you see it here and there, but I'll tell you, this track, especially today, we're seeing these bikes really in the suspension get a real workout.
And that was a good lap board, because it just shows them that, hey, guys, you're on your own. The set gap is 7 seconds between anybody else. So these guys can now just go at it.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Whoa. Gagne,
it ain't over yet.
Oh, man.
And through goes Gagne.
That was a beautiful thing.
Well, that'll make your eyes water. Wow, that was very close indeed. Scotty?
I want you to watch. Look at the 32 right here. He said, I'm going to finish this corner with the rear end. He just grabs a handful of throttle, steers the bike with the rear. It kicks and bucks a little bit. He's not worried at all. Awesome riding by Gagne.
Did no one tell him there's no dirt there to slide with? But he's doing it anyway. Into the lead he goes, but for how long? Up the hill they come to 6. Gagne doing the business, and Bobier has really got to think about this.
Well, I mean, Bobier's had it his own way all year long. The 3 races leading in, or the 2, let's say, and he's cleaned house. Now he's got a real race on his hands, and they're both real savvy racers. They've been around, they've been across the pond, they've run the Rebels.
Oh, no!
That was it.
Bobier blows it.
That's the mistake he made last year into the last corner. He got so close to the rider in front of him, ran out of racetrack, same thing. He just shot himself in the foot right there. Now we're going to have 2 laps to go when they come by. I don't know if he can make that's a big gap right there.
No, I can't see him making that, and I mean, no question, he basically outbraked himself because he got too close to the rear end, and as they came under braking, he had nowhere to go but straight on or into the back of his rival.
Well, we've said it 2 or 3 times in this race. How close do you like it? They're running right with each other, and it really cost them. Downhill this is, so you get sucked in on the draft. You hit the brake, the back wheel came up. The back wheel came up. That means you have to let the brake off just a little bit. And, man, I tell you, they're both lucky they didn't take each other out right there.
Yeah, very lucky indeed.
And he did a great job staying out of the grass.
Well, this race decided then with 3 to go. Well, you never say never, though, with these boys. But Jake Gagne now got a massive lead, and he just needs to see his board. He'll be aware that he's got a little bit of a gap, but until he comes over that start-finish, then he'll not relax, but he'll know that he doesn't have to push too hard.
No, when he sees his board, he'll know. Right now, he thinks the 6 is right behind him still. Guarantee you. So he's going to come by. He's going to get the sign. He's going to go, wow, really? Now I got a break?
Yeah, that's the sign.
I got this.
Wait, why's my bike just jumping up and down like that? Oh, okay, I get it. I got the lead. And that's 3.5 seconds.
That's 3.5 seconds. That's what 3.5 seconds looks like.
2 to go. This is going to be an enjoyable 2 to go for him. Now he just needs to keep his head down, relax if he can, and keep putting in, getting into the rhythm, so to speak. Oh, he didn't get in the rhythm there in turn 3, pushing a little too hard. Gagne on his way to his first victory. Bobier will have to settle for 2nd place, and JD Beach still 3rd here from Elkhart Lake.
I don't think there's any question why we race the Yamaha R1, but there's also no question why our team uses Yamaha generators. Yamaha's attention to detail, reliability, and durability throughout a racing season are hugely important. Bringing home 3 championships on a Yamaha R1, we couldn't do it without Yamaha generators. Fine-tuned, reliable, and powerful. It's a big part of why we've been successful, Yamaha generators.
Like 892
Sir?
I'll get it together. I promise.
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than the Pillsbury Doughboy on his way to a baking convention.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more.
Introducing all-you-could-eat wings every night only at Golden Corral. It's endless buffalo wings, Tennessee barbecue wings, and much, much more. It's all part of our endless dinner buffet, still for one amazingly low price, and it's only at Golden Corral.
All right, guys, let's huddle up here and talk probiotics. For digestive health? Yes, and did you know that True Biotics is a daily probiotic that helps in 2 ways? It supports digestive and immune health by working in your gut, where 70% of your immune system lives. Try True Biotics today.
In a past life, he was himself. If opportunity knocks and he's not home, opportunity waits. He gave his father the talk. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink, Peter, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Good health starts with a healthy heart. Mega Red Omega-3, powered with 100% pure krill oil. The heart health benefits are enormous. The soft gel, thankfully, is not. And unlike fish oil, there's no fishy smell or aftertaste. Now, get all the power of Mega Red Omega-3 krill oil, plus the vitamins and minerals you want every day, in the new Mega Red Omega-3 multivitamin. A new way to support heart health and daily wellness.
AMA Pro Daytona Sport Bike Racing from Road America, and what a race it's been, and a superb run by Gagne all by himself, but that is just amazing between these two, and the only reason he's on his own right now is we had a massive mistake by the championship leader, Cameron Beaubier. We asked how you'd stop him. Well, it looks as though he did his own stoppie to stop himself.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. I talked about it earlier about you can't make mistakes. And I said, Beaubier doesn't make very many mistakes. Well, he made one, and that cost him the race, possibly.
First of the season.
Yeah, and so, you know, Jake Gagne is the guy who pushed him, kept pushing him, and he finally made a little bit of a mistake.
Let's head down to the pits, Danielle.
The man in charge of the number 32, Danny Walker, all smiles down here. What's going on with Jake this weekend? He is on fire.
Yeah, you know, we've been working, the whole crew's been working really hard, and Jake is definitely something special. The kid's so strong mentally. Whew, I can't even talk, I'm so excited. just to watch him be able to utilize all the tools that we gave him and, you know, put his head down and beat those guys. That Yamaha factory team, they've been so dominant for so many years to, you know, we got a win last year with Jake in Miami, but for him to come out and ride like that and do what he did is just, it makes all the hard work and the late hours and all the stress, it makes it all worth it.
A lot of emotion down here with Danny Walker.
Celebrations as the white flag is out, and there's the gap. You can see it yourself, but the 32 makes a little bit of a bobble there. He's got to be careful. And let's have a look. Third place still continues. Look at this battle. Jake Lewis, JD Beach, and 95 Beach still holding on. And there's still time for an overtake before that podium's decided. Into turn 3. Back with the leader.
Those guys are digging hard. Oh, they're both digging hard. I can just tell they're so evenly matched.
I tell you what, one of the keys to this race will be staying alive in turn 5. We saw so many mistakes down in turn 5. And here you go, these two guys almost go side by side. We've seen so much action down in there. It's a hot spot for passing. And here we go around to turn 8. The number 6 finally cracked and made a little bit of a mistake. And that cost him right now as we're about a half a lap away from wrapping this thing up today.
Yeah, that was how it was decided. And here comes the leader. He's got some back markers. He's got to get out of the way, but he just needs to settle down. Doesn't need to push too hard. 3.6 seconds is the gap. And this is a wonderful moment for any young rider. The back marker gets out of his way. away, and he's in the zone. Look at him go.
Yeah,
and he's going to enjoy every minute of this.
This is a fact. This is the kind of deal where you don't really want to slow down too much. You found your rhythm. You're feeling good. You're doing things the way you want to. You don't want to check up. Sometimes you slow down, you make mistakes as well.
Battle not over for third place, though, yet, Scott. J.D. Beach and Jake Lewis still going at it.
Well, Lewis has bought himself a little bit of breathing room with a 95 reeling back in on the break. Do not make a mistake, Jake. Right here.
Can he take him at Canada?
I don't think he's worried about Canada. I think he'll draft him at the start-finish line. The problem with Jake Lewis, he's such a tall rider, and these R6s, as you can see, don't have much of a fairing. It's hard to hide. Is he going to try it anyway?
Beach is looking for it.
Lewis moves over. I think JD's sitting. I think he's waiting. I think he's seen it. He's seen it all before, the whole race long.
Well, here comes your leader out of the last corner. Up the hill he'll come. And that's been a superb race. We asked the question at the beginning of the race, who's going to take it to Cameron Beaubier? Well, you're looking at him right now as Joyous Jake comes across the line to take his first win of the year. And to say his team are excited is an understatement. Ain't over though yet for third. Here we go. Who's going to take the drag?
There it is. It's a drag race now.
Oh, you can't call it.
That looks like Lewis.
Which is it? It's hard to call.
Tell me something.
Beach comes fourth, does he? I think Jake Lewis has got it, but they're not sure. Gagnier was sure about the win. Beaubier was sure about
I'm pretty sure it's Lewis. Look right here at this slow-mo. Yeah, he's got the wheel. Just took time in the score in a minute to get it over here to us. There it is. What a finish.
Well, you can understand why. It was centimeters.
Oh, yeah.
What a race. That's what we want from these youngsters. Long way to go to graduation yet, but that was, like I said, a good term paper.
Jake Gagnier doing a nice stand-up wheelie right here, and that was it. Here we go, Melissa Parrish right here on the 13 as they make their way down that back straightaway down toward Canada corner. This race is still undecided right here with the 30. Kyle Wyman.
Yep, and this could be for a point. Parrish still going good.
Melissa's had a great run this year at Daytona, finished in the top 10. She's really stepped up her program. She's had a little bit of a slow start to the weekend, but I think she's done a great job. And now, can Travis hold her off to the finish?
It's going to be close between these two. They know it's the last
Kyle
lap.
Wyman, the 33 Kyle.
DeSalvo finishing in the top 10.
Looks like Wyman's got the drive he needed. Melissa's just a little bit too far behind to make that draft move as they come over the top of the hill.
And Melissa Parrish did a good job. Can't get any more leverage, and those are the points she'll take. And a good job done of holding off by Wyman. What a race that was. Had everything. Two distinct battles at the front.
And the thing I like about the 32 right here, he just fired a warning shot, says this is not going to be your year, Cameron, so easily.
Well, time to do some stoppies, time to wave to the crowd, time to enjoy your Pro Daytona Sport Bike win, and he's going to do it in style here at Road America. Congratulations to Jake.
If you're looking for the future of American motorcycle racing, you'll find it in the pages of Next Moto Champion magazine. Connect with your favorite riders when you catch up on the latest articles written by the Daytona 200 winner Cameron Beaubier, AMA Pro Superbike rider Roger Hayden, and the 2012 Supersport East Coast champion Jake Lewis. Next Moto Champion covers road racing and flat track with eye-popping designs and in-depth reporting that gets you closer to the action. Get 12 issues delivered to your door for only $9.95 a year. Go to nextmotochampion.com and sign up today.
Well, howdy, I'm Cal Worthington. Hey, we're having a big red tag sale at Worthington Ford. All cars, trucks, and SUVs that have been in stock for over 90 days will have a big red tag on them, and they've got to go. You can save a ton of money, and $95 down is all it takes, and we can finance anybody. We have our own finance company. Again, ask for the cars or the trucks with the big red tag. You can save a ton of money. Don't miss this sale. It's Ford headquarters, Worthington Ford in Long Beach, and we're open till midnight.
Remember when you first got Verizon Fios? That's when you got it. the difference 100% fiber optics makes. Well, now you can get it all over again in Spanish. The Fios Spanish language package offers great Spanish programming with more HD channels than anyone. Order now and get 50% off for 12 months on all the channels that matter the most to you and your family, like Be In Sport HD in Spanish. Call 1-888-582-0062 today. The Verizon Spanish language package, only from Fios. That's powerful.
David, it's my new album.
Jim Nance, My Greatest Hits. Seriously?
Yeah. First press, 800,000 copies. You don't think that's enough?
Oh, no, I think that'll be plenty.
I can get you a copy.
I believe I'll download it.
That's what all the kids are doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're shooting the music video next week for Hello Friends.
Oh, my goodness. Storybook.
How did I come up with that?
The Greenbrier Classic.
AMA Sport Bike on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on motorcycle insurance. Get a free rate quote today. And by the all-new Bolt from Star Motorcycles.
Welcome back, and it's number 32, the Surfer Kid from California, riding the wave to victory, his first of 2013, and he did it in style. He used to be a motocross champion. He needed those skills today. The Red Bull Rookie Cup winner from before is now a sport bike winner, and he knows how to wheelie too.
Number 32, Jake Gagne, congratulations on your second Daytona Sport Bike win. You guys battled really hard there in the middle of the race, but towards the end you were able to pull it out.
Yeah, man, Cam was riding so good. We had such an awesome battle. We worked some things out today and picked up the pace a little bit. I'm so stoked to get a win for Road Race Factory Red Bull. They, Mike, Danny, Jamie, Jesse at home, everybody, dude, gave me an awesome bike. They at home, that's Alpine Stars, Leo Vinci, GoPro, everybody, man. I'm just so stoked. My family, mom and dad at home, everybody. Just an awesome race, and he pushed me hard, and then I think he made a mistake at the end and got a little bit of a gap, but I'm stoked.
All the hard work paying off for number 32, Jake Gagne.
No question about it. Mum and Dad should be stoked watching on CBS at home too, I'll bet. Great racing throughout, and confirmation of the results then. Jake Gagne with a win. Yamaha sweep at the front again. Bobier second, Jake Lewis in third. JD Beach taking fourth place. Garrett Gerloff in fifth. A little further down, and Scott Ryan, Dennis Elise in 14th position. Kyle Wyman holding off Melissa Parrish, as we saw there in that battle. Huntley Nash not finishing his race, and likewise Bobby Fong. Wow, that really does catch your breath.
Number 6, Cameron Bobier, second place here today. A little disappointment on your face. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty frustrating race. I didn't ride a clean race at all. I was all over the place. I was making mistakes, over-braking corners, almost high-sided once. It was pretty frustrating, but my Yamaha extended service Graves Yamaha Monster Energy bike was working awesome. Like all weekend, I felt like I was the fastest guy I could have won, but Jake rode an awesome race. He was smart. He's smarter than me. So we'll go home, do some homework, and come back for next race.
Thank you. Number 6, Cameron Bobier, second place today.
Well, he understands he's at school. He's doing some homework for the next race. And in terms of the championship, after 2 rounds, Cameron Bobier, 89 points. Jake Gagne, though, with that victory, 15 behind. Garrett Gerloff still third. JD Beach now, 34 points adrift. And plenty, like Jake Lewis and Bobby Fong, still in the hunt. Elena Myers moving up the board to 8th position ahead of Ben Young. And Dane Westby in 10th position. Well, great action from Road America. And everything we'd wanted from the race, for sure. Thumbs up from all of them. And they gave it their all, no question about it. For Scott Russell, Daniel Teal, and Diana Dahlgren, I'm Jonathan Green. For scores, highlights, and more, go to cbssports.com. This has been a presentation of AMA Pro Racing, 24-hour home of CBS.